Good morning, everyone. My name is Maddie Kolba, and I'm a member of the board here at Tennessee Valley Unitarian Universalist Church.
My name is Jack Horton, and I am a participant in the Religious Exploration Program.
On behalf of the board and the program council, it is our honor to welcome you here this morning.
As we enter this space today, know that you are surrounded by the love of this community where all are welcome. Wherever you are, whoever you are, wherever you are from, and wherever you are in your journey, you are welcome here. If this is your first time here or your 101st time here, if you are here in the building or online watching, you are welcome here.
If we can find the camera right back here and wave to everyone that's watching us online. If you would like more information on our church, please fill out the visitor card in the pocket in front of you or visit our website, TVUUC.org, and select Stay in Touch.
If you are interested in the religious exploration classes for your children or adult RE for yourself here at TVUUC, please find one of our RE leaders after our service. You can also find more information on our website or in the RE welcome table in the gallery.
If you need any accessibility aids during the service, such as a large print hymnal, hearing device, or noise-canceling headphones, those can be found on a cart near the welcome table in the lobby. Our ushers will be glad to show you the way or collect one for you if needed. Our ushers are also able to provide guidance around the building if you are a newer visitor and need help locating the restrooms, exits, or any other areas of our building.
If you are visiting with small children, we invite you to sit up front where it is easier for your little ones to see what is going on. Please don't feel that you must keep them still. All are welcome here, and we understand that silence is never completely silent.
You should also feel free to change seats at any time during the service if you need to move closer or even just stretch your legs. If you or your children need to step out of the sanctuary for a moment, the E.E. Cummings room is a glass-enclosed room at the back of the sanctuary where you can still hear and see the service. We do have a few announcements this morning. Please gather with us today after the service for the May 1st Sunday lunch in the Fellowship Hall. All are welcome. After the lunch, we have a few programs all starting at 1 p.m. We invite you to join us for a charter chat in the Alandria Williams room to discuss charters that are going to be up for a vote at our annual meeting for the Program Council and the Leadership Development Committee. You may also attend a starting point in room C, which is a session for those interested in membership as well as established members. And there's also a congregational visioning circle in room A. We invite all members of our community to attend a visioning circle this season. We really do need everyone's input as we move forward with big decisions for our church. The Program Council and Leadership Development Committee are hosting the charter chat. I already read that one, my apologies. On Sunday, May 10th, join us for the Fellowship Cluster Programs Fair, featuring groups focused on retreats, meals, music, gaming, gardening, and more. You can meet leaders, ask questions, and discover ways to connect and participate. Since May's forum falls on Mother's Day, join us on May 10th to explore pronatalism, antinatalism, reproductive freedom, and today's polarized online debates, including how population growth, capitalism, the environment, and family planning politics intersect. And on May 12th, advocates will connect with Jeremy Corvellis at the council meeting to support smoke-free workplaces for musicians and hospitality workers, urging closure of a remaining smoking loophole and calling for stronger protection of all workers' health and safety. Please refer to the newsletter, calendar, and other forms of communication from TVUUC for more information on these announcements and more. Today is a designated offering Sunday, and Jack is going to tell you more about what this means and how to give.
Today's designated offering supports the volunteer ministry, that's how I say that, right?
Ministry.
Center Meals program, which provides nourishing meals for people in our community experiencing homelessness and housing insecurity. Ways to give are listed in the order of service, including a QR code that will take you directly to the given page. If you are watching online, click the blue Give button on your screen.
After the service, please join us for the potluck meal in the fellowship hall. If you are visiting, would like a tour of the building, or have questions about our church, you can look for me in the lobby after the service, and I'll be happy to chat and show you around. And if you have questions about the path to membership, I'll be happy to introduce you to our prospective member coordinator, Mark Mahundro.
And now, if you have not already done so, please silence any electronic devices as we enter worship together.
All right, good job. We're done.
And now we invite Jack Hulse forward to share opening words this morning. Welcome to our RE Sunday service, celebrating the ways we have all been learning and growing this year. Jack.
Come into this circle of love and justice. Come into this community where we can dream and believe in those dreams. Come into this holy space where we can remember who we are and how we want to live. Come now and let us worship together.
In the spirit of full inclusion, we are about to sing hymn number 360, Here We Have Gathered, but we invite you to replace the text of women, children, men with kin of every kind. Let us sing hymn number 360 in the gray hymnal, Here We Have Gathered. It is good to be gathered this morning in all the ways we gather. And I have a story to share as we enter into our time of celebrating the year that we've had together, people of all ages here at TVUUC. And this is a story called When You Dream Big by Peter Reynolds. And I'm going to need some helpers during this story. There is a class of kids that are part of this story, and I need a whole class of young people, or not so young people. Come on up front, and you can just kind of join us up at the front here. You can kind of sit down if you would like. You're going to start out sitting. I could use quite a few. Anybody who'd like to come up and be part of it, you can have a seat if you'd like. So, the teacher, Miss Raina, was excited and said, "Who's ready to dream big?" Is anybody here ready to dream big? Anybody in the class? Yeah. She was as excited as her students were about Dream Big Week. Has anybody ever had, like, when you were in school, have you had, like, a theme that was very exciting for a week or even a day, a special kind of day? Well, they were having Dream Big Week. And so she asked all the students, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Now, one kid named Charlie had no idea. Have any of us ever not really been asked questions that we didn't really know the answer to? Yeah. And then Miss Raina said, "Where will your wings take you?" And she shared wings with all of the students. Can we share some wings with our students who are here? And all the students began to, nope, we're not putting them on yet. You're going to pretend to write on your wings. I know, I haven't I didn't explain it very well. All right, everybody get some wings. And if we have some more wings, we have some folks down here who might like some wings too. And she invited students to start writing their dream jobs on their own colorful wings. We're going to put them on later. Yeah. So students, pretend that you're riding on your wings, some of you. Some of you maybe aren't sure right now. Is there anybody in the front who would like wings too? Yeah, let's bring some wings down to folks in the front who would like some. Some of the students were riding their dream jobs on their own colorful wings, but Charlie had no idea. Charlie was stumped. Charlie did have dreams, mostly at night. Have any of us ever had dreams at night? Yes. But even those dreams seemed to vanish the moment she woke up each day. Do any of us have dreams that slip away and we can't remember what they were sometimes? And as far as big dreams about our future, Charlie had no idea. And Miss Reyna continued, said, okay, as you keep working on your wings, is anybody ready to share their dream for the future? And Charlie was surprised to see how many hands went up, waving wildly to be chosen. Can I have maybe 3 of you wave your hands wildly to be chosen? Oh, we've got lots of volunteers here. One kid named Hazel shouted, I want to be an astronaut. Would you shout, I want to be an astronaut? I want to be an astronaut. Yeah, Hazel said, I'm going to Mars. Does anybody want to come with me? Has anybody here ever dreamed of being an astronaut? Laughter and cheers rang out through the room, but Charlie was afraid of heights. So there was no rocket ship in Charlie's future. And then we have another kid who's very excited right now. All right, another kid named Martin declared, I'm going to be a famous actor. Did you say?
I'm going to be a famous actor.
Yeah. Do we have anybody here who's ever dreamed of acting or has acted? Yeah. Not Charlie. Charlie was dizzy just thinking about being on stage. And then another kid stood up. We've got one more kid. Yes. One more kid. Anya said, I'm going to be an engineer. Did you say?
I'm going to be an engineer.
Yeah, I bet we have some people who've had dreams about being engineers here and said, I'm going to build a bridge across the ocean. Another kid laughed and said, that's impossible. But their teacher said, engineers love to ponder impossibles. Has anybody here ever pondered impossibles and enjoyed that? But Charlie felt more and more nervous. Miss Reyna looked directly at Charlie and smiled. And then she said to everyone, don't worry if you need more time. This is a very big question. And Charlie felt more and more nervous. Now, after school, as Charlie walked home, so all of our classmates, you can sit down. We're going to come back to you. Right where you are? Yeah, that'll work. But I need one person who'd like to be Charlie. Could I have a Charlie today? Would you like to be Charlie? Would you stand up? After school, Charlie was walking home, and she grew more and more anxious. What might you look like if you were really anxious about something? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the more she worried, the slower she went, until finally she stopped. Frozen in her tracks, her head hung low. She stared down at her toes. There they were. You're even wearing sandals today. Charlie smiled. 10 toes, all pointing in the right direction. Then she gave her toes a good wiggle. She breathed deeply, and she felt grounded. Many of us have toes that we can wiggle. If you do, would you give your toes a good wiggle? And then take a deep breath. And Charlie whispered to herself, forward. Did you whisper? Forward. She kept going, determined. And the next morning, after a deep sleep, Charlie awoke, surprised that she had remembered her dreams this time, dreams that inspired ideas. She was excited to get back to school to share. And so they all gathered back in their class. Our whole class is here again. And Charlie's teacher greeted the students and said, is there anyone else who's here, who's back today, who wants to tell us their dream for the future? And Miss Reyna was surprised that not only was Charlie the first to raise her hand, but that she was wearing her colorful wings. Could we have somebody help Charlie put her wings on? Let's see. I didn't warn you, did I? And Charlie stood up and was about to share, but suddenly she felt frozen again. Then she wiggled her toes. And she slowly shared, I don't know exactly what I want to be when I grow up, but I do know what kind of person I want to be. My dream is to be a bit braver every day. Is there anybody here who maybe would like to be a bit braver? And then Charlie paused and added, I also want to be a good person, a happy person. And the class pondered her words, and then slowly her classmates joined in. One kid who was very shy whispered, is there anybody who would like to be our shy kid who would like to whisper? Would you come up, stand up? And our shy kid whispered, I want to be a bit louder. Yeah. And somebody else added, do we have another kid who'd like to be, yeah, stand up. Said, I want to make people smile more.
I want to make people smile more.
Yeah. Somebody else stood up, yes, and said, I want to be a creative thinker.
I want to be a creative thinker.
Yeah. And somebody else stood up and said, I want to be the one people count on.
I want to be the one people count on.
Somebody else jumped up and said, yeah, come on up. I want to be adventurous.
I want to be adventurous.
Yeah. And then another kid joined in, making the class laugh. Who would like to make the class laugh? Who hasn't already done one? Is there anybody? Yeah. Jumped up and said, I want to sleep a lot.
I want to sleep a lot.
And then Charlie shared, the most important thing is to keep going. And Miss Raina and her class posed for a dream big photo. And Charlie looked at everybody stand together. And we can help, oh, you all have your wings on just about. We can help anybody who doesn't have your wings on yet to put them on if you would like. And the class posed for a dream big photo, and Charlie looked down at her toes and gave them a really good wiggle again. She was ready, a confident dreamer, always moving forward, always. And so all of our class members are in their wings. And is there anybody here today, anywhere in the space here or watching from elsewhere, who would like to share out loud? We can just share them out, a dream you have about the kind of person you want to be. Soccer player, yeah.
An actor.
An actor.
A famous actor.
A famous.
A famous soccer player.
Yeah. I want to be kind. Yeah. So I want to say thank you to our helpers. You can head back down and you can keep wearing your wings if you'd like. Or you can, if you want to take them off, we can help you take them off. Yeah. Thank you. And I want to invite everybody here, if there's anybody, do we have? Yeah. If there's anybody who would like to try on some wings and didn't have a chance to, we have a few here too, and you can raise your hand if you would like to try on and have some wings. And there's a part for everybody who's here today. You may have found a feather shape, something kind of like a feather shape, on or near your seat this morning. We tried to distribute them pretty evenly, but if there is not one where you are, maybe somebody sitting nearby could pass one to you. If you need one and don't have one, raise your hand, and I bet we could have some helpers get one too. I want to invite you, and if you are watching online, you could perhaps type into the chat if you're watching in a way that has chat, or find a piece of paper that you have nearby. And I want to invite everybody who's here to take a moment to reflect on the big dreams you have for yourself in the future. Not necessarily what you will do or who you will be, but dreams about the kind of person you would like to be in the world. It might be something, a quality you identified that you already possess that you would like to continue to nurture, or it might be something aspirational, something that you want to develop. But I want to invite you to share on your feather, if you would like, a reminder to yourself about the kind of person you would like to be. As we celebrate this community this morning, I think the most important thing we do here together is to help ourselves and one another grow and learn and develop into the kind of people we would like to be in the world, the kind of people the world needs. So thank you all for helping make that community possible. Today we celebrate the ways we are all learning and growing together. Thank you.
My name is Wimberly. I'm a member of the spiritual care team. We are a group of trained, heart-centered listeners who aim to be attuned and responsive to the needs of this congregation. We can be reached by phone or text on the pastoral care line, and the number is listed on the back of the order of service, where you can also find out some of the other services we offer. We work closely with the caring table, and we encourage you to stop by there today to add your name to the list of messages being sent to people in need of good wishes. The table today is staffed by Doris Gove and Rosemary Burr. Here's some folks we want to lift up today. Yesterday afternoon, friends and family of Mike Madonna gathered here at TVUUC to celebrate his life of service, his storytelling prowess, his wit, his care of animals, large and small, and his love for his family and many friends. Our hearts go out to his wife, Jane Rapparelli, and his entire family. We will miss him, and we're grateful that he was part of this community. Froni Ward, as you might remember, had knee replacement surgery on April 21st, and she's now returned home from rehab to continue her recovery. She will need rides to physical therapy several days a week for the next many weeks, so if you'd like to be in the pool of possible drivers, and perhaps for others as well, please contact David Massey to learn more about the TVUUC riders. Or the rides team, sorry, I just made up a name. Jennifer Maples shared with us that her husband, Sammy Maples, was showering about 4 weeks ago and heard a loud snap and then had tremendous pain from the back of his neck to his fingers. It turned out he had 2 ruptured discs. He's been in extreme pain from his neck down to his fingers due to pinched nerves. Thankfully, he finally had disc replacement surgery on April 30th and is recovering well. Jennifer reports that his pain is nearly gone, and they are very grateful. We recently learned that Margaret, some of you know as Maggie Neat, is quite ill with pneumonia. According to her daughter, who contacted us, Maggie is at home resting, but is very weak and unable to do much, even to stand or walk around. We will be checking in on her to offer support, and her daughter asked that we send healing prayers and well wishes to her at this time. We got a message from Elise Aring this week that says, I'll read it to you. Dear spiritual care team, I would like to include this joy in this Sunday service. A huge thanks to Holly and Scott Sisk for taking the reins for this year's all ages prom. I hope you all, or y'all, in the TVUUC community stepped up and showed up for them to help continue this tradition. And I have heard that the food was great, the decorations were awesome, and that there was a lot of fun dancing. It was a fabulous event. Okay, yeah. Continuing with Elise's words, another huge thanks to Catherine and Miriam for including our graduating senior Forrest in today's bridging ceremony while we continue to settle in our new life in Canada. And lastly, please ask everyone to turn to David and all the musicians and singers and give them your best heart hands. And she says, sending love to you all. And finally, on a very personal note, we have my 2 very favorite seniors on the planet. We'll be hearing more about them later in the service, but this proud mama, I know, just wanted to include them as true and utter joys in this part of the service. For all of these joys and concerns mentioned, and those that were held in confidence or unknown to us, please join me in singing Sending You Light.
This morning, we are celebrating not only our dreams and big wings, but our roots as well. And our prayer this morning by Kimberly Ann Tomzak Carlson invites us to reflect on rootedness. So imagine yourself as a tree and join in these words of meditation. Majestic tree with strong roots, feel the gravity of the earth holding you in place. Wiggle your toes as if they are roots. Roots connect you to the earth, lending you strength. Gently sway in the wind, turning your body like the trunk of a tree, leaning this way and that, bending as the air pushes and pulls. What surrounds you may sway you, make you bend and feel unbalanced. Wiggle your toes. Know that your roots can hold you as you grow and learn. A tree is nourished by soil and water. You are nourished by food the earth grows and the water it provides. You are cared for and loved by many people. Breathe deeply. Still yourself. Know that your roots are strong. Wiggle your toes. And let us rest in silence together. Amen.
Please join us in singing our next hymn, Love Will Guide Us. The words are in an insert in your order of service. We've got more words than are in the version in the hymnal, so Love Will Guide Us. In the last week, we asked TVUUC's kids and youth to share some of their thoughts about this congregation with us, and we've drawn from a selection of their responses to put together a reading for this morning, and Lily, River, and Evan will be helping to share it with us. So would the three of you come up to help share our reading? All right, these are all responses we received from young people sharing their thoughts with us. So first, what is something you want adults at TVUUC to know what it's like about being a kid here?
You are opened up to learning about other people and acceptance of others that creates a better community. It's very eye-opening.
We like to play on the carpet in the sanctuary.
We need more outside time. That we like it, it's really fun, and we like playing together.
If someone asked you to describe TVUUC in one sentence, what would you say?
It's kind and it's loving.
Cool, amazing, epic, awesome. I think it's cool because other churches don't have things for little kids to do.
We love to play together. It's fun and joyful.
TVUUC is an inclusive community where anybody can be themselves without any judgment. TVUUC stands for Together, Very United, Unique Community.
If you need a community, come to TVUUC.
What is a fun thing that you remember doing at or with TVUUC this year?
Painting wings. The kids' choir.
Making the squishy balloon things.
Summer camp. The class where we built with Legos.
Volunteering to the Humane Society with the youth group.
The Easter egg hunt. When I got to replant cucumbers using forks and planters.
What is something that TVUUC does really well?
I love the food. It's so good. Last week there were donuts.
Freedom to move. The pageant.
Community welfare and service. The food pantry, fundraising for Knott's, nonprofits, family promise, etc.
They do RE really good. I love having options. They care about the kids as much as the grown-ups. We've got a voice and everything. That's my favorite part of the church.
What is something TVUUC could do better?
Maybe go on trips. We could meet somewhere like a park.
Nothing. More playtime.
When you're in the middle, 4th to 5th grade, you feel too old for the younger groups, but you aren't old enough to be in the older groups.
Make the service longer, because RE is kind of short. More guest preachers. My mom would be really great.
More clay.
Bugs. I see a lot of bugs in the hallway.
What does being a Unitarian Universalist mean to you?
It's very nice, feels very welcoming, and we have a lot of friendship.
It's good to know you're a part of something.
Being brave. Being inclusive in all aspects of not only spiritually, but also many other topics.
It feels good to be part of people who are nice to other people.
We have minds that think, hearts that love, and hands that are ready to help. Together we care for our earth and work for friendship and peace in our world.
Thank you so much for sharing the voices of some of the young people in our community. And can we have some appreciation for our volunteer helpers today? Thank you. Turn them off as we put them down so we don't hurt everybody's ears. All right, thank you so much. One of the things of many that we are gathered here to do this morning is to recognize the time and talent and love that the members of this community have offered to our children and youth and fellow adults this year. And so I want to invite, in the little bit of space we have up here, we'll squeeze, if you volunteered some of your time in our religious exploration programs this year, I want to invite you to come forward to receive our thanks. That means people who are leaders in our RE spaces, people who were assistants, people who are hallway helpers, RE greeters, middle school and high school youth group advisors and event chaperones, OWL facilitators, adult RE program facilitators, people who've come to lead projects in our reflection room or the helping hands. This means all of you. So please, I see some of you here. Please come on up and join us as you are coming up. Throughout the year, you have welcomed the challenges and joys of being with our beloved young and not so young people. You have been the face of TVUUC's love for them. You have learned, I suspect, from the experience of exploring together with them. And you have brought your enthusiasm, your talent, your energy to this task, so both you and the participants in the programs you have been part of have been able to learn and grow together. Thank you. For volunteers with our kids and youth, too, I want to mention something else, that your impact goes beyond beyond solely our young people. You have held and supported parents, been the community for our kids, and become our village. You have been present with us, who are parents, through challenges and in times of struggle, helping reassure us in our parenting, and working with us to help our kids feel included and cherished and engaged at church, and have been witnesses and cheerleaders for us and our parenting too. And we wanted to make sure to mention that this morning, because that matters too. And we have a small gift to give all of you today in recognition of all that you bring to this church community and to the children and the youth and the adults who have taken part in our programs this year. Over a number of weeks, participants in our Learning Lab RE space created watercolor art, cut the paper into bookmarks, stamped them with bird images in anticipation of our wings metaphor this morning, and put tassels on them. And we are going to give these to you as reminders and of thanks for how you have encouraged all of us to dream big this year. And we hope you will find good use for them and that they will always remind you of our love and appreciation. So I've got a couple helpers who are going to help bring them. Can we have a big woohoo and clap? And while we are sharing these bookmarks, I want to say, too, that it is true also that every person here helps create this community, which helps our young people, and all of us of all ages know that we are valuable and valued, that we matter, that we have power together to make a difference. And I have hope for this world when I see how our young people in particular are living our Unitarian Universalist faith. Not just because they choose to, but because the values and the skills that they learn here for how to live in the world in ways that are grounded in our core values, with love at the center, the ways in which that has been imprinted on them bone deep by being part of this community. So thank you all for the support that you give to our young people and to our not so young people, and the ways in which you build community together here. Thank you all so much. How many of us here have ever been a kid or a youth? How many of us here are a kid or a youth right now? If you are, I want to invite you, we want to recognize you this morning too. Whether you are here in person this morning or watching from home or another place, we want to recognize you. Whether you're here for the first time today or have been coming since you were born or somewhere in between, you are part of our circle of community today, and we want to offer deep appreciation for the gifts that you offer us. As young people in our midst, you have dreamed big this year, and you have inspired big dreams of the grown-ups here too. Is there anybody here who is a grown-up who has learned something from a young person? Kids and youth, you remind those of us who are adults how to open ourselves to growth, how to see things we already think we know with new eyes and new ideas, how to put our whole bodies and spirits into authentically living our deepest values. And you embody the hopes and dreams of our TVUUC community in the ways you carry our covenant and our values, your kindness and your courage, your embrace of diversity, and your commitment to including everyone into every community you are part of. We learn from you. And so I want to invite kids and youth to come forward and join me up here if you would like. Any young people who are here this morning. We know, as you're coming up, we know that you will keep on developing and living into new dreams for yourself too. And so we have a small gift for you this morning to encourage you to continue writing your own dreams and to share them with your community. We have a feather pen to remind you of the way your dreams can help you take flight. And kids and youth who are watching online or watching later on, we have pens for you too, for everyone who has participated this year, and we'll have them here for the next few weeks, and we can send them your way too, if that would be helpful. And so for all of the children and youth who have journeyed with us this year at TVUUC, as you continue on your paths and keep growing every day, may you love the world and continue to bless it with your lives. Let's have some appreciation for our young people. Thank you all. And now you can head back to your spots. Now we have 3 youth we are recognizing in particular this morning as they transition into young adulthood, often called bridging in UU congregations. And so when we call for you, would you please come forward and join us here on the chancel? Jack Hulse and Emma Bing Thompson. Come and join us right up here. And we are also celebrating Forrest Aring this morning, who is one of our beloved graduating youth with us in spirit from Canada after moving there with his family in December. So come and join us.
Forrest is graduating from the Farm School in Somerton, Tennessee in May. He's been finishing up his credits this semester via distance from his new home in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. This fall, he will start at the University of Manitoba, where his older sister Jenny is a student and his mom Noelle is a faculty member. Forrest plans to study geology and hopes to continue on to graduate studies in volcanology. Elise and Noelle believe that his strong sense of self-will will serve him as well as he enters into young adulthood. He knows himself well and is always true to his own beliefs and boundaries. And their hope for Forrest as he ventures further into the world on his own is that he finds his niche, a place and community where he fits comfortably and is able to thrive and grow as both an individual and member of a collective. Basically, great friends, good health, and satisfying work. Last but not least, a message from the Aring family. We send our love to the members and friends of TVUUC for being such a welcoming community for us during our 3.5 years here, and for the wonderful support the community and the staff showed for the high school youth group. We hope lots of folks shared in the joy of the all-ages prom last night. Woo!
As a freshman in the fall of 2026. Qualities that he has that his parents think will serve him well in his future include humor, empathy, honesty, being interested in things. And they also noted his curiosity. Once he gets his teeth in something, I hear, he is curious about, there is no rabbit hole too deep. Seems like a perfect quality for a potential physics major. And Jack, your parents' hopes for you include that you have courage to confront your obstacles, that you experience joy about life, and that you will discover what a magical place college can be and will find your people there. To have good friends and good mentors are two of the greatest joys in life.
Emma is really excited to be attending USC, South Carolina in Columbia. She will be participating in the Honors College and thinks she might pursue something in public relations with a minor in international studies. She is looking forward to being independent in a new place. She is also excited about game days, study away programs, and making lots of friends. Emma's mom, Wimberly, who I predicted would cry this morning, and I went to Sunday school with your mom, so I'm prepared too. Wimberly says that she possesses many qualities that she thinks will serve Emma well. She says, I think she is courageous and has a sense of adventure. I think she knows herself well and is able to navigate unfamiliar environments with a confidence that allows her to be both daring and grounded. I have watched her travel independently to faraway places and return with renewed wonder and appreciation of people. I think she is resilient and able to recover after setbacks. And Emma, what she hopes for you is that you have your mind blown by what you learn in your new classes and in your new relationships with your new friends and professors. She hopes you are surprised to find you are interested in areas that you had no idea would appeal to you. She hopes the friendships you form will be nourishing and lasting and a source of fun, depth, and comfort. And she hopes you will remember that you are fiercely and forever loved.
Jack and Emma, we have invited you forward this morning, as well as Forrest in spirit, to mark in ritual something that is already true. You are becoming young adults. It is an honor to celebrate that transition with you here this morning, with your families, and our full TVUUC community, offering you blessings for the journeys of the Spirit you are already setting forth on. I suspect that as your parents look at you, as well as those here who have known you as you have grown, they are seeing not just you today, but all the stages of who you have been, from the time they first met you until this moment. And Jack and Emma, I first met each of you when you were about 8 years old, though there are many in this congregation who have known you much longer than I have, as both of your families have been deeply involved here since long before you arrived. Could anybody here who remembers these two as youngsters wave your hands real high? More people than you realize have been in your corner all the way through, have cheered you on and marveled at the awesome humans you have been and are continuing to become. And now you are graduating from high school and becoming young adults. This is a threshold time for your parents as well as for you, marked over and over again by degrees as they loosen their hold on, though not their memories of or connection with, you as a child, in order to welcome and celebrate you as an adult. And so I suggest that you be gentle with them. We parents often trail a ways behind you in recognizing how very grown up you are. And I suspect that they would tell you that they learn from you every day. It has been such a gift to see you grow, and as you do so, inspire us towards new growth too. And so today we have some gifts for you to honor this transition in your life, as well as remind you that you are loved and valued by your TVUUC community. We have a book for you called Becoming, a spiritual guide for navigating adulthood, filled with reflections from UU young adults, poems, prayers, and readings on the topics of passion and purpose, identity, community, losing and finding, and justice and creation. And the bookmark in the book that you have there is shaped like a feather in recognition of big dreams that you have for your life to come and will continue to build. And we have for you, too, a flaming chalice pendant to remind you of your roots here with us at TVUUC, which you are welcome to keep as a necklace or attach as a keychain or a bookmark or carry with you in whichever way you choose, though right now, we'd like to invite you to place it around your neck, if you may, or somebody might help you. Yeah, there we are. As a ritual of coming into adulthood in our TVUUC community. We filled your hands up before we did that, didn't we?
So here's words of blessing. And your part is to say, we give you our blessing. For the choices already made and for the daily choices that will shape the life ahead of you. For the communities that have helped you discover who you are and the new communities waiting to discover you and your new adventures. For the great mystery of what lies ahead. Congratulations, young adults. As we join in singing our closing hymn, We'll Build a Home, we invite those who need a little extra time or need an uncrowded opportunity to get food for the potluck, and we invite everyone to the potluck after the service. But if you need a little extra time to get ready, head toward the doors as we sing We'll Build a Home, which is an insert in your order of service.
are who we're becoming. We are all we have done. We are what we are dreaming. We've only just begun. Prophetic Church, the world awaits your liberating ministry. Go forward in the power of love. Proclaim the truth that makes us free. As our last act of worship, I invite you to turn and greet your neighbor and then join us in the fellowship hall for a potluck lunch.